Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Wanted to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video, and we'll talk soon.
Well, hey family, happy Friday. This is Darlene. I need to polka dot some black beads. So I painted some 20 millimeter wood beads, painted them black because I wanted some black beads with white polka dots. Um, White polka dots, and then I'm gonna probably put some other different colored polka dots on the beads. So these are the ones I'm gonna go ahead and start with, and I'm gonna be using a Q-tip to today I'm gonna use a Q-tip. But when I polka dot my beads, I do use something else. But today I'm using a Q-tip to show you how I do this. So I basically just take the Q-tip, and I've already put some paint in the bowl. So hopefully you can see the paint. And easy for me is I pour the paint inside the bowl, then that way I can dip it and put the beads on top of the bowl, and then I could just go like that. So I got the Q-tip, and I usually just go ahead and put the Q-tip, and hopefully you can see that. And then this is how it comes out, and then all I do is I dot it, and it makes pretty much a perfect perfect dot. So if you look at that, you can see they're pretty much like perfect dots. So what I'm doing is I'm putting because the angle that I am, I'm putting too much paint. So even though it comes out like this, where the paint is dripping, I don't care because I'm gonna go back and put a bunch of different dots on it. And like how this is going dripping down like that, I'll take another color and put another color on top of that. And then by the time I finish polka dotting it, it'll be full of dots and you won't even be able to see that right there. But I don't like for that to happen right there. It's the angle that I'm sitting this at. So let me see. And then as you're using the Q-tip, every once in a while there's a string that will loosen and you got to be careful. So we just polka dot, polka dot, polka dot. And then you get your dots, you go back in, put some more paint, and then we just polka dot, polka dot, 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 dot. And then you just rotate it and you keep doing it until you get as many polka dots as you want. On your beads. And you can actually, you can get a lot of polka dotted beads, like really fast. Because if I just had this sitting, you can see the polka dots. If I had this doing sitting on the bowl like how I regularly do, I would be zooming through this, like just polka dots all over the place. And you can see how pretty those polka dots look. So it's a matter of once the Q-tip gets wet enough, not too wet, but wet enough to where it'll just go ahead and form those nice low polka dots. So we are going to put some more polka dots just here and there because I am going to come back with different colors. So it'll be polka dots inside of polka dots. And it really doesn't matter if it's a perfect circle or not because we just going to be making a bunch of circles. And then hopefully you guys can see this. And then you can see how it's forming into just polka dots. So then I'm going to turn it, and then I'm going to go ahead and do this side right here, making sure that I get enough paint on here. And we'll start here, polka dot, Got to keep enough paint on it to polka dot it. And it doesn't matter that in the inside, like right there, you can probably see that it fades a little bit. That's still fine because I'm going to come back and polka dot on top of the polka dot. So it really doesn't even matter. It does not have to be a perfect polka dot because I'm going to polka dot on top of the polka dot. So it really doesn't even matter. And then you can see we got a bunch of polka dots. So this is the first one with a bunch of polka dots. And of course, they're a little off because of my angle. So I'm not angled like I normally am. And normally I have the bowl like this. I work on the other table doing the painting. I don't work on this one. This is the jewelry making table. But to show you guys this, I had to come on this side. And then we're just going to separate and sit it here on the bowl. And that way they'll begin to dry. And then it is already Friday. I got a doctor's appointment in a little bit at 1 o'clock, so I'm trying to get some stuff done. And it's like I don't know what be going on with the body. All of a sudden, the body be feeling some type of way. And I know the other day when I went to the dentist, my blood pressure was up really high. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know why that's doing what that's doing because I don't do anything, but I'm just like, wow. So this morning, well, let me see. Wednesday, was it Wednesday? Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever day it was. I said, okay, I'm not taking in anything. I'm not eating anything that got salt in it. I'm not doing anything like just nothing. Oh shoot, I put that in the wrong one. I'm gonna toss this one. Um, so I said, well, I'll just drink water, and I had some. I made some chia pudding, and this morning I just had a banana, but I had to take some ibuprofen for my knee because my knee hurts. And I'm like, Lord, wait a minute. And I did that on purpose so that when I go to the doctor at 1 o'clock, I want to see, if my blood pressure is up. And I do know ibuprofen takes your blood pressure up a little bit, but I'll see when I go. And I'm just like, you know what, Darlene, you just have to accept the fact that you're getting older, ma'am. And it is what it is. So with this one, I do want the white dots, but you know what I'm gonna do? Let's do this. I want the white dots on here, but I'm gonna show you how I generally would do this. So with this one, I'm going to, I'm gonna just do the pink ones. So I got another Q-tip, and then I have some pink paint in here. So we're just gonna work with the pink paint, and then what happens is once all these polka dots are dry, I'll come back and then do some other stuff with them. So I got the paint on here, and then we just gonna polka dot wherever there's a little opening at. We just gonna polka dot like what you see. And I'm not gonna make a whole lot of pink dots because I'm gonna use a lot, just some different colors. So this won't just be pink and white, it'll be other colors too. And you can see how good it makes the polka dots. And this is moving a little bit because I'm actually holding it. And then you can see those polka dots. And then we're just going to turn it over. And then we're going to add a couple more little polka dots here and there. Polka dots. and then we'll let this dry. And I can actually put other colors on here because there's areas where I can do that. But I'm gonna actually just let this dry. And it's real easy, very simple, nothing to it. Very simple. Oops. And this is why I don't work over here. Because this will end up on here. So you can see how good all those polka dots came out. So then once they all dry, I will come back and I'm going to put some more colors on top of the colors, and then that only means that those polka dots will be smaller than the bigger polka dots. So I'll put polka dots on top of polka dots and then more around it, so it'll just be a really really nice bead. But anyway, this is one technique, and I'll come back with the other technique that I use that makes the polka dots like literally perfect circles. Like they're perfect circles. And if I take my time with the Q-tips, they come out to be pretty perfect too. But this other method that I use makes the polka dots like really perfect, perfect, perfect. But anyway, Darling Night for Jerry by BDK. And guess what? We'll talk.